Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be another emitter swap, and this is going to be on the Fenix Pd36r. So just taking a look at it, this is all glue. So I don't know if you can tell, but I don't think Fenix wants you to take their lights apart. At least take the head off. So now I got this off, I used my heat gun and I warmed it up to about 200 or 300 degrees, and I had to use channel locks and some vice grips to get this off. And I think, yep, that looks like I may have done that. Pretty unscathed. Well, I mean this, oh, look at all that, see? But that was just to get this freaking cap off. Anyways, so I'm gonna clean this up and then we'll get started, guys. All right, now that I have it all cleaned up, we're gonna take these contacts off of the MCPCB. And a quick note, so with my soldering iron, I heat it up to about 850 degrees before I even touch these pads. And I've just learned that more heat with less time is much better than, you know, a lot of heat for more time. And I learned that lesson the extremely hard way, and it makes me so sad, but you know, that's kind of how life works, right? Make mistakes, learn from them, and then grow. So this is at 850 right now, and I just set it, oops, there we go, just set it on the contact. Get my hands out of the way. Dang it. I can't get an angle without blurring the screen, there we go. So I just set it right on there. And sometimes just take a little bit to heat up. Shouldn't take this long though. So basically I'm just going back and forth, warming up the pads and the contacts. And I swear Fenix has some super solder, because it has never taken me this long to get a couple of contacts off. Normally it takes me like 20 seconds max, but I literally just sat there applying heat and trying to get it off, and I ended up taking off on the positive contact. I took off some of the insulation, but anyways, Fenix flashlights are a pain to modify. I had to learn that the hard way, but that's okay, right? All right, now that I have the contacts off, I'm going to remove the LED from the MCPCB. No, it's on Fahrenheit, okay. Now we're rocking. And I like these to get to about 200, well, no. Yeah, this will probably be about 200 degrees Celsius. And then look at all those SFT40s I've taken out of legs because I don't really like it. I mean, it's a great LED, but just ever since they came out with the SFT40, that's been my go-to. So if I can put it in a light, guess what? It's going in. All right, so we still got a little bit more to go. And then, just so you know, before I ever put this thing on my hot plate, I did clean it with, let me see what this is. It's denatured alcohol. I know there's like different kinds of alcohol you can use. This is just the one I use, and it seems to work just fine. Any kind of like high quality alcohol should work pretty well. And I use that to clean up the thermal paste and, you know, just clean up the MCPCPs. All right, so it's getting really close. We might even be ready. Anywhere between 170 and 200. Easy as that. All right, I'm gonna let this cool off, and then you'll see what we're gonna do. All right, so now I'm gonna add some solder paste to the MCPCB, and I like to use this. It's called Chip Quick. It's a no clean solder paste, but I've had good luck with it so far. So before I put any on there, I do want to make sure that it's clean, you know, so a little bit, clean off the tip with a paper towel, and it shouldn't need too much. And the reason it's melting like that is because it's a little warm on this pad, and I found out that that's okay. You know, you can do it off the pad. It really doesn't matter. But you don't want it to be too hot. That's the main thing. So all it's doing is making the solder soft. All right. So with these SFT40s, let's see if you can see it. You probably can't, but there's a tiny little line. Let me get that right here. There's a tiny little line in the top right-hand corner, and that signifies that that side, how these are running, you know, vertically, that means that that's the negative side. If I look on here, the negative is on this side, so just plop it on. Now I'm gonna start heating my board back up, and you're about to witness something very cool. So consider yourselves lucky. And what's gonna happen is this solder paste, let's see, that you can kind of see sticking out right here. I think you can see it. Zoom out a little bit more. All right. So the solder paste, it's right here. It'll suck in underneath the LED. So while I'm waiting for this to heat up, I'm gonna check the heat. All right, it should start. It's about to do it. Yep, watch. All right, I'm gonna unplug the board because I don't want it to get too hot. And right now, this is when I can, what you do is you tap the top of the board. You see that? sorry, not the top of the board, the top of the LED. Damn it, this is not being easy. Well, and another thing is if you tap the LED a little bit, you'll see how it's kind of magnetic back. There we go. So you see how they shot out like that? That's kind of what I wanted to happen. Makes it easier. Okay, so now I plopped it down. Yeah, that's good. So now I'm gonna take the MCPCB off. I want this to be so, while this is cooling off, I want to let it cool before, because I'm about to pick it up. And what I do is I visually inspect that the solder is separate. So underneath the solder, you have it in 3 spots. Middle, you know, in this case, negative, positive. When I push it down, that makes a nice clean layer of solder for this, and that also separates the middle from the negative and the positive. So you might be able to check that right now. Sorry, I just farted. Luckily you're not here to smell it. Just kidding. Well, for real. All right, so this might be too hot. I might have to put it back down. This. So I don't know if we can see it on here. I doubt it. Let me tell you. So I can see that it's nice and clear. It might be hard for you guys. There's a couple of solder balls over here. And there's some solder on the LED. So I'm just gonna pop those right off. And this solder will just pop off too. I might let it cool off a little bit more. And then this little ball that went down this hole, boom, push it out. All right guys, so that's an SFT40 on a Pd36r MCPCB. I haven't seen this done before, so hopefully I'm the first. I'll be back in just a second. All right, it is that time. Time to reconnect the MCPCB to the leads. Thank goodness. So before I even do this, you know, I make sure my soldering tip is clean by sticking it in the bronze wire. All right, let me just heat this little blob up and see. That makes this easier. Turn my soldering up all the way, my soldering iron. Well, I'm turning my solder up, my solder skills. So you need to be patient here. I know it's tedious, especially with these Fenix lights. Like, I'm telling you, they use plutonium, kryptonium, cubic zirconium, special solder, because this stuff would not bond or reflow. And in the end, like, I got them to stick, and then off camera, I end up adding some normal solder, and that did it. mount it, but I do get them together here, and it was a joyous experience. It works. For all those who doubted me, shame on you. Just kidding. I doubted myself. But if you don't believe me, there it goes. Yeah, I know the lens is dirty, but it's time to take this sucker out and get some beam shots. Oh, come in clear. What if I hold this like? There we go. So pretty, right? It's beautiful. Alright, so this is the Fenix Pd36r with an SFT40. This is on low right now. And it's already hitting the trees that are 100 meters away and filling up this park, which is about 40 meters wide. There's medium, medium high, and then turbo. What do you guys think? Is it a big step up from the SFT40? I think it is. Da, 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 da. Hey, so if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I have new videos up, 1 or 2, sometimes 5 a week. And it's everything EDC. Mostly flashlights for now, but I will be getting into knives. I have a decent little collection. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.